This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we're going to take a look at the Legends of Dragonore Onitor, Merciless Hunter of Darkasia from FOMO Toys. This is the 5th figure in our line of Legends of Dragonore reviews. Feel free to go back and watch the other 4 so far, and the 6th one when it comes out, because they all go together, and you want to see the divine armor as it's put together, right? Take a look at the back of the box. We have the cross cell on the back to show you all the rest of the figures in the wave. Onitor, Merciless Hunter of Darkasia, Homeworld Unknown. Now that's interesting because that means that he likely came from a whole nother world and ended up on Antera somehow. Is he stuck there maybe? Well, I guess let's finish reading it, then decide what we're thinking. Special abilities: wide vision, near limitless stamina. Weapon of choice: Morning Star. Isn't a Morning Star kind of like a chain whip with a ball at the end? That looks like a club. Within the region of Darkasia, the desolate lands of Antera see little sunlight. The sky is obscured by powerful dust storms. Within this treacherous land, a castle is hidden. Many secrets lie within the walls of this ancient fortress, but crossing the desolation in order to reach the ruins is a deadly feat, for the land is fraught with peril. It is common knowledge that those who have attempted the journey have never returned, rumored to have been succumbed to the terrible, unshakable demon. A being so powerful and devious that many believe it is utterly unstoppable. Once this creature has selected his targets, nothing will prevent him from hunting and defeating his opponent. So I wonder if the ruins, the castle that they're mentioning here, is the dragon-headed one that came with the early order pack, early bird kit. I would assume so. I wonder though, so our main villain and our chieftain mystic both came from the same planet, but it looks like the castle that may be at the center of this is on a different planet. That could be interesting too. I know Wave 1.5, which is just the recolors of all these characters, which I have ordered already because I am a sucker and a masochist apparently, is supposed to come with a mini comic. I don't know if all 6 of them will come with the same mini comic or if there'll be different comics in order to tell more of the story. I am honestly hoping that it's different comics in each one, to be honest. But let's go ahead and take our friend here out of the package. I had like 2 good cuts and that's it. I'm just waiting for that moment I sliced into my finger somehow. That new plastic toy smell. Go ahead and get his, seriously, this looks like a club to me. Actually, it looks very reminiscent to the weapon that, Mechanic actually uses. Once again, we're treated to the extra plastic to hold it in place. I kind of wish these were more form-fitting so I could like fill it with water and make like little ice versions of the figures. If you look on my Instagram, I did that with a panther. So let's take a look at our friend here. So he has different forearm pieces than the previous guys did. Also does have that cut. So it does look like he has the same biceps as does Barbaro. Somebody's going to have to tell me how these names are supposed to be pronounced at some point. Maybe Fomo Toys will give us a pronunciation guide like they did, Barbarossa Customs did. So here we have an issue though with this figure. This is where that whole thing where it'd be nice if this was designed to swivel, because when this one was put together, it definitely looks like the foot was glued into the wrong spot. And I don't know if there's any way for me to fix that. Oh, yes, baby. We finally got one that moved. All right. Did they pop off? Sweet. Okay. I am going to have to heat up the other figures at some point and start popping loose parts. I still can't move the... Can't do it on these ones, though. These parts, though. Oh, wait. There we go. We got that one moving. Can we... That's not going to help any. Okay. So anyway, let's take a look at the articulation. Head is on a peg, so he spins around. When he pops, oh, that's awful. In his case, when he popped off, he took the neck peg out of the hole. This, I am definitely gonna have to heat up and super glue that in place. Maybe. Well, so that's my luck. The arms can spin around, but it is hindered by his armor. As we learned, one of the forearms on this one can spin. The other one is very jammed in place. The legs can kick up. The foot can spin around. Pull them apart. He has the same crotch piece as does Barbaro and the same thighs, although so far all the men have been using the same thighs. His armor is actually fairly complicated as well. Pop his head off. But he shares the same body as Barbaro, and he too has nipples. And so does Prince Adam. Face sculpt wise, he's got a very detailed face. Lots and lots of teeth and tusks and fangs. Very, very demonic in look. I'm kind of wondering how these will work. This would be interesting to see this head animated. Lots of, again, horns, a fin of horns here on his head, all together. Everything else, the horns all seem to be kind of separate, or the spikes. Oh, I cannot turn that hand. Dude, I cannot... I'm definitely going to have to heat up the other joints and the other figures. So, anyway, he comes with a loincloth cover, and then big old armor here. This kind of reminds me a lot of Merman. And this, I guess, goes back to kind of like the Skeletor. I know there were other toys in the 80s that were designed similar to Masters of the Universe. And I kind of wonder if if they did the same thing with the armors. I'm definitely going to have to fix that head. Of course, if it's just going to mostly go on display anyway, then I guess that technically isn't necessary. Now, the interesting thing is, too, is, like, you can go ahead and call this one of the bad guys, right? But he does not actually seem to be actually straight out affiliated with Oskuro. Although being that their names kind of have a similar tone to them, going kind of like sounding relatively Asian-esque, they may actually be somehow related. So there are two bad guys together. You know, I was trying to move this stuff earlier. Yeah, I definitely need to heat these up. Oh, there we go. We got his foot to move. Whew. Okay. I'll try that in the women folk too later. But now that we've gotten this far, I know what you're all here for. The divine armor. So we will put the divine leg on the divine armor. Maybe. Oh, this bootcut definitely moves better. You can hear the paint breaking when I do that. Wow, that's not easy to do at all. This fin looks cool, but man, that hurts when you're trying to put this in place. I'm not too sure this is going to... Oh, there, did we finally get it in place? Ah, it looks like it's staying now. We have nearly completed our divine armor set. Too bad it doesn't come with a divine weapon. Anyway, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace and love.